Are you thinking about relocating to Columbia, South Carolina, or the surrounding areas? Well, today we are giving you 3 tips and recommendations that we think you should do before fully committing to relocating to Columbia, South Carolina. And that video starts right now. Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning into our channel. It's Shayna Flemming with the Flemming team, and today we are talking about relocating tips and the things that you should consider and do before fully committing to relocating to Columbia, South Carolina. First, I want to take a moment to thank all of our subscribers and supporters. We really appreciate your support on our channel. And if this is your first time tuning into our channel, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you get updates every time we post videos like this one. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, recommendation number 1 is going to be to scope out the area. We get so many calls from people wanting to relocate to Columbia, South Carolina and the surrounding areas because the cost of living here is awesome. But a lot of those people necessarily haven't been to our city or even our state. So they have no idea what it looks like or the different areas. And the number one thing that we get is people call and they want to know more about the area. They've never been, but they have an idea of where they want to be. But these areas are completely different areas. So if you're looking at Irmo or Lexington or Lake Murray or Northeast Columbia or Blythewood, all of these areas are so different. So you really need to take the time to come down, scope out the area, and determine which area would fit your lifestyle or your family's lifestyle, and then go from there. All right, recommendation number 2 is going to be to speak with a trusted local lender in the area. This is super important because our market is so different from other markets, and you really need a lender that understands the area, understands the market, and how to obtain a loan here in this area. If you're paying cash, then you don't have to worry about this tip. But if you're looking to finance your home when you move here, it's best to have someone that's knowledgeable about our market. If you're talking to a lender like Rocket Mortgage or a local bank in your area, then they're not going to know the mortgage process for this area. And it's super important, especially in this market. So we recommend speaking with someone that can give you the ins and outs of what it takes to obtain a loan and financing in this area and be able to ultimately purchase a home. We have recommendations if you need them. So just let us know. Our contact information is in the comments below. We'd be more than happy to provide you with some recommendations. I know at the beginning I said that I was going to give you 3 tips and recommendations, but I have a bonus one for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned in all the way till the end. Next, I wanted to ask really quickly, if you are thinking about relocating here, why? What is your number 1 reason? I'd love to know. Drop it in the comments below. I can't wait to hear it. All right, so recommendation or tip number 3. Make sure you have job security or you have secured employment here in South Carolina. We get so many calls from people who would love to move here and live here again because the cost of living is so great. In some cases, they work from home and they can potentially relocate here with their job, or they're planning to find employment when they get here. Unfortunately, if you're looking to finance a home, you have to have employment already lined up here or some type of offer letter with a start date in order to secure financing. So this kind of goes in tandem with tip or recommendation number 2. But I made it its own separate one because I want to make sure that you have done all your homework, all your research to make sure that is actually a viable option for you to relocate here. We'd love to have you, but I don't want you to do all the things around trying to find a home here and then find out you can't even move here. So I recommend if you are trying to find a new job, make sure you get that in the works, start applying for jobs and getting that lined up before you start actually searching for homes or reaching out to a realtor. Secondly, on top of that, if you are looking to move your job that you currently work from home with, you need to reach out to HR and make sure that that is a viable option. You need to make sure you can relocate anywhere in the state with your job. Some companies want you to be by a hub just in case you need to come into the office. So you want to make sure that it is okay with your job if you pick up and move, 4 or 5 states away. So make sure you do that. This is very important in your steps to relocating here. Okay, guys, so my final tip or recommendation really speaks to families and people who have kids. If you have a child, I highly recommend that you do research around schools and districts in the area. This is going to be super important, I believe, to you because you want to make sure that your kid gets into a great school where they can thrive and learn. We have amazing school districts here, amazing schools, some with magnet programs, some with honor programs. And so if you have children, I highly recommend that you do research around the different school districts and what each school offers so that you can get your child in the best area for the schools you want them to be in. If you need recommendations about how to research schools, please feel free to comment below. We would love to give you those recommendations and those resources around how to find the best school that fits your child's needs. So that concludes our tips for relocating to Columbia, South Carolina. If you are still considering doing so after you follow through with these 3 tips, please feel free to reach out to us to find out what to do next. We would love to help you and your family relocate here to Columbia, South Carolina in the surrounding areas. Again, thank you guys for all your continued support and thanks for tuning into this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in. Bye.